everybody, I'm Londa, aka Creative Mommy of Two, and welcome back to my channel. Today, as you might see by the mess I have made here on my table, I'm going to do a WIP and Chat instead of a regular WIP and Chat today. So we are going to work on Train of Dreams, which is this beauty over here. I have you focused on this part here, because that's I think this is a really recognizable part, because this one is a whopping 173 centimeters wide by 64 centimeters tall. So what you see is almost the entire height of the canvas, but it's big in width. Side to side, it's kind of wide. So what I'm first going to do, I'm going to grab scissors and cut here the edge off, because this I don't use anyway. I'm going to put this one here. Don't know if you can totally see it, so I'm going to... No, you can't. This way you can still see the dragon and can see sort of the entire image. As I mentioned, sort of. So going to cut off the parts that I will not be using. So these little stickers I will be putting aside, because I can use them for other stuff, like kitting up other canvases, even though I need to use a regular pen with it and not like my Sharpie that I use many times, because that would be wipeable. So as soon as you put your finger on it, it's gone. So yeah, the numbers I don't use. So I only use the symbol and the DMC. So that's what I am using. So I will be cutting off all the extra material, because then they fit a lot better on my containers. Because in case you haven't seen them standing there, I use the Elizabeth Ward, well, look-alike containers, because that's just what works best for me. Because, yeah, I like them. I do now have 2 trays, because I think I will be having to use kind of a big selection. I have my trusty washi little washi dispenser here. I will be using that to cut off pieces of washi tape, where I can then put my symbols on. There we have it. There. And this is a round diamond painting. So that's my idea why I wanted to work on this one, because I want to do an extreme sort of test on my diamond painting e-painter pen I got myself a little bit ago. Okay, this will really just tightly fit, but it will fit. But yeah, I want to use that pen to test fully how will it work if I work on a full diamond painting with it. So that's why I am starting with that. But yeah, I do think I will be needing to use 2 trays, probably minimum. I think I will be needing 2 trays and then just a little bit of leftovers, because for example here I see I have 4 bags of 310, but I can fit just 3 in one of the big containers. So I will be putting just 3 in, and the last one I will just be, well, come on. I will just putting off to the side and refill once I'm able to refill it. So this kit, I haven't said it before, but it is from the artist Randall Spangler, just in case you haven't recognized the cute little dragling. From this side I can't count what dragon it is, if it's Dagmar or Dewey, because I can't fully see the end of its tail. So, yeah. So I'm going to put this one there for now. and grab a big container as soon as I find them. There. I have here my 2 trays, but off screen I also have a big box where I have all the leftover like containers, because yeah, I do mix and match, and if I have a color palette that's less than what fits in the container, I will just be putting in that amount and basically just yeah, put everything else to the side. That's the word I was looking for. Totally forgot to ask, how was your week? Hope you had a good week. My week was kind of all over the place. Good moments, bad moments, seriously life moments. So yeah, it's one of those weeks. The kids have vacation at this moment, so the kids are happy. Well, our daughter is happy. Our son absolutely is not happy that he's off from school. Was not having it. Now it's like already 2 days that he's in the morning like, oh, it's this day, it's Monday, I'm going to school. It's like, yeah, no, sorry, buddy, but no, you're off. It's vacation. And you're like, ah. He's like really, literally started crying yesterday. Like he couldn't go to school. Also, sorry for the background noises. I totally forgot that I didn't forget that I planned to film, but I totally forgot that my washing machine takes quite a long time to finish. And yeah, it's kind of loud. Yeah, sorry that you hear that one in the background. I hope it will be quieting down in a little bit, because normally it's like loud for a certain time and then it's like steaming out or something. I don't know what it's doing, but it doesn't make as much noise then. But yeah, I wanted to start filming and I did hear it and I was like, oh dang it, I totally forgot again. Because nowadays normally I film during the day, but potentially you can see now I'm filming in the evening when the kids are in bed, because yeah, I wouldn't be able to film during the day if the kids are awake at home, because the kids are loud and we just have wooden floors and ceiling and stuff. So yeah, no, we're not going to do that. We also have a new air conditioning unit, so I don't know how loud that will be on camera, so I'm sorry if that one is also very loud. Yeah, that was a whole thing in its own. So yeah, we'll get to that in a little bit. Oh, come on. All the drills in, please. But yeah, I'm also kind of like in the fields at the moment, I almost want to say. Because I am having a little bit of a rough week this week. So that's also not great. Yeah, the weather is really stupidly crazy at the moment. Like last week on Wednesday, it was 23 something degrees Celsius, which is for Dutch standards kind of hot. And yeah, it gets quite awful quite quickly. And yeah, a few days before it was almost great. And then this happens. Thankfully, most of it just fell on the plastic of the canvas. I did, however, hear one or two fall down. Thankfully, it's a color that I have a lot of. So, scoot it off the edge. try to scoop it back in. Okay, that's not working that way. Then we're going to do it that way. I'm pinning a different way. Can stick him and stab myself. Yeah, it totally fits in the day I'm having today. Because, yeah, today is a day that I have used quite a colorful language already. Or at least in my head, because, yeah, the kids are at home, and when they are in my area, I'm trying not to use swear words. Can't always guarantee, but still I'm trying. That's at least counting for something. So, yeah. It's going already. Yep. Let's see how many fell on my lap. There were a few. And I will probably find some on the floor later on as well, but that's a problem for later on. Not for now. But yeah, as I was saying, yeah, weather here is kind of crazy. It's especially for like the fact that it's half October. It's when I'm filming, it's the 22nd of October, if I'm not mistaken. Or at least somewhere in that direction. The Tuesday before this goes up, so. Somewhat in October. I believe the story I read the kids was of the 22nd, so. Yeah. But yeah, it's still kind of warm, because I've had, seriously, it's one of those days. But yeah, as I was for so many times saying, like I had a couple of times in the past week that I actually was able to walk outside without a jacket on or anything. Last week on Wednesday, I took the kids for a walk because it was nice and warm. So it was like, you know what, we're going to take advantage of it while we can. So we're going to take a walk on the Brunsumerheide, which is like the moorlands, I believe the word is. Like, I've been on YouTube for 4 years. I have searched up this word more than on one occasion, and I still keep forgetting it. Yeah. Yeah, at least it's like a nature park. Not really like a nature park, but it's a moorland. I think the word is an area close to us. Ooh, and this color is really staticky. Okay. I am going to have to grab dryer sheets. Seriously. Thankfully, they are just next to me. But yeah. Hold on a few seconds. I always have this little container here next to me. Like also like in my diamond painting supplies. For when I am working on a color and I didn't think it would be bad with static when I kitted it up, and it ended up being quite staticky. And I can just throw in a dryer sheet without having too much of a fuss. So in you go. Give it a little shake, 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 and it should be okay. Oh, you need to come too. In with your little friends. And there you are. 939. Yeah, so we took a walk there. Kids did really enjoy it actually. So that was nice. We later on made quite a big walk. We later on wanted to go to like the restaurant visitor center area they have there, It's actually the place my husband and I got married. I wanted to go there with the kids and see if we could find something nice for them to eat, like either poffertjes or ice cream or whatever. But as soon as we came there was like a really big group. So we were like, I was thinking like maybe they have like a wedding there that day or I don't know what, but it was a big group and I was like, yeah, I'm not waiting on that to see whatever it all is. So I was to the kids like, you know what, we can just walk on and see if we can find something in the store. Which we did. I let them pick out whatever they wanted. Up front, like, hey, if you both want something separate, like one of them wants this kind of cookie, the other wants the other, it's fine. They ended up both wanting to have paprika chips, so we ended up grabbing one bag of that. One wanted, like, our son wanted to like have the what is the word, like rich kind of cuts, and our daughter actually wanted to have like the tiny fries version. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to buy two separate bags of like basically the same chips, so I'm not going to do that. If it was a different flavor for each, I would have gotten them that, but not when it's still the same flavor. It's like, yeah, no. That's not what we're going to do. I also got myself some Halloween lighting, because I found them. I already saw them in like the advertisements that they would be coming. So I already said to my husband, like, hey, I'm going to see somewhere this week whatever the hell is coming. So yeah, he was already warned in advance. But yeah, he's as crazy about Halloween as I am, so he didn't mind. So I got like a big skull, like some lighting that like looked like hands that are coming out of the ground. And I believe some hands with candlesticks, or something with candlesticks at least. But it was nice. There. Thinking like, what color was I doing? Yeah, so the kids and I did a big walk, and we were walking, and our son, he's like a little hothead. He was turning red quite quickly. I was like, yeah, I probably would have done better if I just gave you short-sleeved shirts, but yeah, well, tough luck. And oh, come on. Looks like I got some new rings. Thought it was fun with like the dream theme, like little stars and the moon. Thought it would be fun. Will also be the rings that I will be wearing when I'm time-lapsing this diamond painting. Here now you can hear the air conditioning. It's actually like on heating mode at the moment, but it still can make some noise. I don't know how well the camera will be picking that up, so I'm sorry if it's being kind of loud. But yeah, there's not much I can do about that. Okay, need to make some space here. Good. Okay. Space made. Will it fit in one of those small ones? Going to see. Will it fit? Will it fit? Will it fit? do anything else than saying it's one of those days. It will probably also become the title of this video. It's one of those days. Yay, it fits. Why use a bigger container than necessary? But yeah, so on Wednesday it was like really hot weather, and like it's still kind of warm for like at least the time of year. And it's kind of crazy. And yeah, it also makes that I'm feeling that I'm like being able to like get sick and stuff, so it doesn't help like at all. Will probably be a smaller container, I guess. And otherwise we'll pour it over. Yeah, I'm still feeling like I'm coughing more than usual, at least. But yeah, since it's vacation for the kids, I'm not going to the doctor this week. But yeah, we'll probably need to decide like at the end of the week, like what I will be doing. Like, yeah, because I obviously don't want to go to the hospital to have like further examinations. But at the same time, I'm also not liking the fact that I'm still coughing for like the, what, 8th week now? Fits. Would be nice if also remembered the color 300. Okay. But yeah. Kids are also coughing quite a lot at the moment. So yeah. It's all fun and games. It's like that fun time of year. Oh well, we'll get through it one way or another. Someday. Yeah, as I said, like we also got a new air conditioning installed. We had that done on Thursday. So my husband was at home because on Thursday I am always helping at school with like the fruits and stuff. If you haven't known before, because you didn't watch other videos of mine, my kids go to like the, what is it, like elementary school, I believe, is like the, well, our daughter is in the elementary school, our son is in the kindergarten part. Because, yeah, they're 4 and 6. And, yeah, I help on Thursday with, like, dividing the fruits between the classes and cutting up what's necessary and stuff. It will be interesting to see how it all will go after the vacation, because as far as I understood, there will be a different supplier that should normally be able to have everything like cut up and ready to go. So we should only need to divide it, like the amount of stuff in for the kids and stuff. So yeah, we're going to see how everything turns out. Probably the first couple of weeks it will probably be getting used to a lot and stuff. Because let's be honest, that's almost always with new stuff. It's almost always an issue. Things should be going right in one go. Oop. Okay, I will be putting this one already in the next tray. Would be nice if I also put the drills in first. That's one of those days. If you're counting, let me know down in the description below this video, as soon as I end this video. How many times have I said it's one of those days? Because yeah, I can't keep score. But yeah, so as I said, like I should be able to see how everything will be going after vacation. But yeah, now we have like a regular grocery store, dropping off everything. But last week they should be coming at 10 o'clock. And we arrive at the school. Oh, sorry, my nose is itching. Ooh. Ah. Sorry for the stupid noises, but yeah. It's all going like that today, so why not keep that in? Not filtering it out. Nope. Why should I? By now you know I'm crazy, so a little bit more crazy. Oh well. Ay, 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 ay. But yeah, so the grocery store that normally drops off the stuff at school would be coming at 10 o'clock. But yeah, as I said, like we as the parents, well, normally it's like 2 parents. Most of the times moms, a day. And actually have the day together with our neighbors, so that's always nice. And yeah, we sit there at like 8:30. So most of the times the grocery store is there like around 8:30, maybe 9 o'clock. Well, then we can grab everything downstairs that we need and basically just start with everything. Yeah, this time it was just 10 o'clock. So the concierge at school, that's like janitor, I think is the actual English word. But yeah, the person in school, like going over it, like she was like, yeah, well, you can just sit here and chat and whatever if you like to and help me out with it, but it's all like easy pre-cut stuff because they had something like yogurt, which they most of the time have on Thursday. So she was like, most of the time it's just something pre-cut, or at least that day it was. So she was like, yeah, well, as soon as they come, she could do it herself because it was not too terribly much work. So she's able to do it herself. So we're like, yeah, well, then we're not going to sit around basically doing nothing here the entire time. Because, yeah, why shouldn't we? So we got back home. For me, it was easy. Because then I could see how everything turns out with the air conditioning and stuff. And that was a whole lot of something. Because actually, we would be able to just move it, use everything like for the same, like all the holes through the wall and whatever. Well, my husband already had called me beforehand, like, hey, most likely it will not be reused because it looks like it's a little bit of a mess. And hey, that color I already had. Didn't I? Yes, I did. Huh. Okay, bigger container for that it is. We're going to just move it around. Or should I keep it? Yeah, I'm going to keep it separate for now, just in case that I have mislabeled something, just to be on the safe side. Because I know me, otherwise I have 2 colors mixed in together. I'm not risking it. Yeah, so back to what I was saying. Quickly checking if I'm filming and everything is in view. Yes, I am. It is. Sorry, by the way, for the glare in case there is any. But yeah. Yeah, so my husband already called when I was still at the school, like, hey, looks like they probably are not able to take out the well, reuse the same holes and stuff. And then apparently when they took the old air conditioning off, it was even in a worse state than they thought. It was like basically like a huge chiseled out hole, which was way bigger than it actually like should be, at least for the new thing. So it was like, yeah, I'm just going to drill a nice new hole. Well, and he ended up needing to work along with that a little bit. My husband was already joking at a certain point, like, yeah, I understand now why they had the hole they had, because, yeah, that does not look good. Because they had some pretty decent wiring in the wall for like the reinforced concrete part, or brick, or whatever the hell part they used it for, but at least it was some massive stuff. So, yeah, he had a tough time going through that wall. Yeah, so the hole still, the one he drilled now was a lot better than the one we had. We still need to close it up, and it's like 5 days ago now, because it's Tuesday. It was last Thursday. Yeah, words. Yeah. So yeah, we wanted to do that over the weekend, but that did not go according to plan. Let's see, which one was it? Yeah, 83. Yeah, it did not go according to plan. Stuff happened. And yeah. Like, we already knew that it wouldn't happen on Friday because we needed to go to the dentist with our daughter. And she had her first visit at the dentist office, like, especially for like kids that are afraid and stuff. So thankfully she did pretty well. So that was good to see. Still, she was afraid. She wasn't too happy to be there and stuff. To be quite honest, I also don't like to go to the dentist, but yeah. See, can I close it one way or another? Can I? No. Dang it. Need to grab a bigger container. By the way, this is one of the AB colors. This is 129. It's pretty. It's like soft yellow. Yep. Do need to have everything. But yeah, so our daughter, yeah, it was like an intake. So they asked like the basic questions, like how does she normally react? What are things she likes? A little bit of like a get to know her. Get to know like the issue, quote unquote, like why they referred us and stuff like that. So we talked it over with the dentist. Everything went well, thankfully. At a certain point, they needed to look in her mouth. She wasn't too happy with it, but at least she let them do that. They had like these special kids things, so they had like sunglasses, like, hey, then you can see, you can choose one out, which you want to wear. So the light isn't as bright in your face. And they had like one of these like tiled walls. You see many times in like offices and stuff. Well, one of those tiles was taken out and they had like elephants on it. So our daughter was really happy with that because it's something fun to look at. Yeah, they basically just counted her teeth and anything. So they were already saying like, yeah, she indeed has a little bit of plaque on her teeth. But it wasn't too bad. Nothing like they need to do it like now, what the dentist actually was. They also had like a spot of concern where they were like, it might be that it's developing into a hole, but it's not that it had like, they need to do something about it like right now. Also, like, they're still baby teeth. They're not her grown-up teeth, so it's not too bad. But she was like, somewhere in the future, she wanted to have, like, pictures taken of it. Like, what is it? Like, x-ray kind of stuff. To basically be sure that it's nothing too serious or anything. But she was like, yeah, I'm not worried about it at this point in time. I'd rather have her be comfortable first before we start to do crazy things. So the part where she was now was like a big open space with like 4 treatment rooms that were all meshed together. But normally they would be there like all in use, so there would be a lot more noise and stuff. So she was like, yeah, it would probably better be like across the hall and stuff, because there they have like these individual rooms. So yeah, we'll need to be going there in like a couple of months. Well, not a couple of months, I believe end of November, to like basically have another intake there to see what that dentist says. And thankfully insurance will take care of everything, because yeah, I don't want to see that bill. You already know that my own bill is big enough, and that's just from a regular dentist. But yeah, at least they can take the time to like explain everything really slowly and do everything step by step and not too fast and everything. So at least she has the time to like process everything at least as much as possible. So at least that's good. But yeah, it's still a whole lot of something. But oh well, at least she did great. She also got from the dentist like one of those like the actual mirrors from the dentist, like these small like teeth checking mirrors, and dang it, it got some static again. I don't like static. Who does? But okay. But yeah, so we got a little thingy, also because we told the dentist that like she was afraid of the little suction thingy. She actually got one of those pieces that you can put on the machines there. She got one of those that she can like try at home. Oh, come on. I don't want the static. Yeah. Thankfully, dryer sheets do help like a lot. It's my preferred way. There are a lot of ways to deal with static, but this for me is just the easiest. But yeah, so as I said, like she got one of those like dentist suction thingies to like play with basically at home. And she was happy with that. Also because she did so well, probably all the kids, but oh well. So she could pick out a little surprise from the treasure chest. She ended up getting like a little toy animal car thingy. She was happy with it, so that's all that matters. They have been playing with that thing a lot these past few days. So, hey, happy kid, happy mom. So yeah. Yeah, it was a whole lot of something. Went to the in-laws after that because our son was there. And because, yeah, he wasn't allowed at that dentist office because, yeah, they want to focus on the kid that is afraid and not like on all the other kids potentially that are there then. So obviously others than the parents aren't allowed, which I can totally understand. Yeah. Afterwards, she just had her regular swimming lessons, which was also a little bit off, quote unquote. There was something with her being afraid of some part in deep or something, even though she has been there multiple times. Doesn't help that she had been to the dentist that same day and they had a different teacher this week, well, last week. So yeah, it's a whole lot of something. But at least most of it went well, thankfully. This week they don't have either gym class or swimming lessons because it's vacation time, and yeah, they just don't use those things in vacation. So, oh well. We'll just deal with it. Yeah, on Saturday also we needed to have some stuff from our city center. I actually, by chance, found like a little quote-unquote ad for our place a little bit ago, like last week I think, and it actually should be a city. So, and it was from like our municipality itself, and it said the city Brunsum. So I'm assuming that Brunsum is actually a city. If not, oh well. It's something. And here we have the other AB. There are just 2 in this kit, but yeah, it's a little bit of an older Diamond Art Club, so many of the older kits have just 1 or 2 ABs. But it's not too bad. I'm okay with it. It's not that I need to have like a buttload of ABs. Last one I worked on had actually quite a lot of ABs. It is beautiful. It is the mystery kit number 9. It is actually really beautiful, but it has a ton, and I mean like a ton of ABs. But it is really beautiful for the type of artwork that it is. I'm obviously not going to spoil it in case you don't know that kit and you haven't anyone to work on it. But yeah, it's a whole load of something. Okay, I'm going to move everything up because I think I don't have any of these really big bags anymore. So I'm going to move everything around for a little bit. See if everything will be fitting in one tray in the end, but we'll see. I don't think so, but we will see. But yeah, so we went to our city center and yeah, we needed to grab some usual stuff. Nothing too exciting. But we ended up finding some electric toothbrushes for the kids. There was a store where every now and then we go in there. It's a Dutch chain called Blokker. And every now and then we go in there. Earlier we bought actually like quite a lot there, but nowadays they don't have toys anymore, and a lot of the stuff that we usually bought there, it's like either way too expensive nowadays or, well, not there anymore. So most of the times, this also needs to be there. We skipped that store, but now we parked the place else than where we normally would. So we're like, okay, we're just going to jump in there and see. So we actually found some toothbrushes. They actually were on a different sale than we thought, because it said they were €5 each, well €4.99. They were from Paw Patrol. Like there was one pink version and one red version. And especially our son really loves Paw Patrol. Our daughter also likes it, but she's not a big fan as our son is, but she likes it. Then like on the pink version, it had like Sky and Everest. And on the red version, it also had Sky, but also Chase, Marshall, and Rubble. So yeah, the kids were happy. Can't see it anywhere else than that. But yeah, it said that they should be like $4.99, and when we went to the register, they were apparently like $3.74, I believe. say 3.50 to €4 somewhere that direction. So obviously we were happy, because it's always nice if you need to pay less than what you think you need. It's always a nice surprise. And like electric toothbrushes for like €5 isn't too bad. But yeah, there were like no name brands or anything. They were just no clue where made, probably China made, but that's not always a bad thing. But they were like brandless stuff. But yeah, that doesn't matter at all. But we're like, yeah, it's good to see like what they think of it and everything. So that's why we decided to get them. We also didn't get like the spare brushes for it. So we're like, if they like it, we can see like, are we going to like quote unquote invest in a good version for them, or are we then still buying them? If so, we can do that. They also are not like rechargeable. You just need to put in like regular batteries. So that's also not a fun thing. Also had an issue with one of them, because we got home. Nothing strange there. After a while, we're like, you know what? We're going to see like if the toothbrushes actually work. Our son's worked perfectly fine. The one of our daughter, he didn't want to switch on properly. We found that out at like 4:30, give or take. I was like to my husband, like, don't start fussing with it too much. Just give me the thing. I have the receipt. Like, I actually got it on my phone. So I have the receipt. There is like half an hour before closing time. I'm just going to go and grab another one. And where is this color? I already put it on. I'm like, seriously? Again, it's one of those days. Yeah, so I was like, I have a receipt, so I'm not even going to bother with it. I'm just going to see if I can change it. So I went there, explained the problem. Obviously, they wanted to double check it, which I totally understand, because, yeah, it wouldn't be the first that people just think of something like, I don't want it anymore. So, yeah, looked at it, she was indeed like, yeah, it indeed doesn't work. So she asked me if I wanted another one. I was like, yes, please. So I also said, like, the other one we got worked perfectly fine. So don't know if it's like that line, so to speak, like if it's just a pink version that has an issue or whatever applies. So she asked me if I wanted to have her check if the other one would work. So I was like, if you would be able to do that, that would be very much appreciated. So she did that. That one worked perfectly fine. So I was like, thank you. And I went on my merry way. Went to the store because I found out later, like when I was at home, that I didn't have any vegetables in house for the kids. So I ended up going to the store, which is like at the same parking lot where I parked to go to Blokker to exchange the stuff. So I didn't need to make like a big round trip or anything. So that was nice. But yeah, got there, I looked around in the store and I actually found out that they had some cookie cutters and they were in the shapes of animals, hamsters, dogs, cats and rabbits. So, and they were just €3 and they were from each side, had like a bigger and a smaller version. So it was like, yeah, for €3, 8 cookie cutters. Yeah, the kids loved it the last time, or at least our daughter loved it when we made the cookies. So it was like, yeah, you know what? Those are coming with me. Also, the lady that was at the cash register was like, oh, those are cute. I was like, yeah, I thought the kids would love them, especially for that price. She was like, yeah, I think my niece would also love them. I was like, yeah, you need to be quick because I think there were still just 2 more. Ended up finding out like the day after that I actually, for stuff that I did buy, I needed to actually get a cookbook. So I was like, oh, dang it. But I was like, yeah, I'm not going to fuss at it, not going to go to the store or anything. I also didn't have a receipt or anything, so I haven't paid attention, so probably it would have been standing somewhere in the store, but oh well, you win some, you lose some. Didn't look like an extremely good book as well, so. Thankfully, the rest of Saturday went off without a hitch. Husband had his D&D group as well, so I had space and time for myself in the evening, which was always nice. Next 2 times he goes, they are actually playing on a Sunday, and they will actually be playing at 6 o'clock. So they will be starting like a lot earlier. But yeah, so most likely normally he is there at like 7:30, is at home like 12 o'clock, 12:30. So what is that then? Like, say 7:30 till 12:30. 4-5 hours. So if they start at 6, well, probably we will be home at like 11. So we will be home a little bit earlier than normal, but oh well. Hold on, that might be the dishwasher. And it was. It's a dishwasher, like it makes a lot of noise when it's operating. When it's like steaming out, you don't hear it. That you also many times forget that you have it on. And then as soon as it's almost done, it starts to make like a certain noise, like gearing up to start beeping. So many times, like for example now, like if I'm filming, I can hear the sound starting, so I know when I need to stop before it beeps your ears off. Because that's kind of loud. But it will. There. Yeah, so the next 2 weeks, well, next 2 times, they will be playing at a different time and day. So it will be like, feeling wise, very strange, but oh well. Sunday we had a birthday party to go to, so we did that. Afterwards, when we got home, I wanted to quickly, quote unquote, you insert air quotes here, quickly get off a piece of the like, what's the word? We call it stukwerk. Quickly walking around my camera. Also, something is not adding up here. Oh, Google translates. Plaster. Some of the plaster work on the walls. Ugh, not working along. We'll see how that works. Yeah, I'm also like editing a video in the meantime. And it's like 36% for like the past 3 hours. And now it says like it's not working. So I'm like, fingers crossed that it will start working quick. Yeah, so we had some plaster work on the wall behind where the old airco unit was, like the indoor unit. And yeah, some of the parts were getting loose. So I was like, you know what, before I smear some new on it, I'm first going to grab the old parts off because we had that upstairs with our wall in the bathroom. That like certain parts, like if you put like a small knife, or not even that, sometimes you could just use your finger and pull a little bit on the plasterwork, it just came off. So it was like, yeah, I'm just going to rip it all off, like the parts that are loose, because otherwise I'm not able to fill the holes good, because yeah, obviously with like an air conditioning being pulled out, you have some holes left. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to pull that off so I can somewhere this week put some new on. Yeah, that obviously did not go according to plan, because the wall underneath it had some parts where like the actual, like the thick layer of plaster, not like the top coat, like the actual thick plaster piece was just being like turning into sand. So great. So now we need to hear back from companies to see like what's the state of our plaster work, and so yeah, what was actually like a small little project that I would be able to do like in a few minutes turned out to be work of like 2 hours. No, that's not too much, but like half an hour till an hour at least, because I needed to take out a lot more. Or well, I was like, okay, I have the top layer off. Not what I wanted to, because it doesn't feel right. But oh well. So my husband looked at it and he was like hardly even like putting his finger to the thicker wall part, and he was like, yeah, it's just crumbling right at my fingers. He was looking at another part and I just touched that. He was like, yeah, no. So we took a little bit out. He contacted already, like sent an email to a company like, hey, we need to have it checked out and stuff. Haven't heard from it yet, because let's be honest, I have the feeling that a lot of companies are not reacting at the moment, because you have the work to choose from. And yeah, that's not nice, but oh well. But we'll see if I haven't heard from them this week. There is a company working like in our street. So by next week, when I take the kids home from school, I will be asking them, like, hey, can you come out? If you have like 5 minutes left, it's just here on the street. But we'll see. Hopefully they react. I'm talking a bit more and I start noticing that my throat is getting annoyed already. Oh well, we don't have too terribly much to go anymore, so I will survive. But yeah, it was absolutely no fun with the plaster. We at first thought it was like one of those things that like the previous owners of our house, they had some things that were like, ugh, great. They had like a shower installed like a year before we bought the house. Well, when we had some plaster work done upstairs, the person was like, hey, you have water damage here. I can see it at like the way the wall is reacting. So we looked around and sure enough, the shower that wasn't in there even for a year was leaking because they didn't properly install it. Thankfully, the entire bathroom wasn't our taste. We're like, yeah, well, I guess that bumps up when we need to do the bathroom. Okay, it was a good choice because I love our new bathroom. Because it's amazing. And to try to remember to take pictures maybe and put it in. But yeah, we have an amazing bathroom. It's tiny, but it's amazing. We have like a big 2-person tub. Don't use it as often for 2 people anymore with the kids. But also when the kids were little, it was really easy because they had the space to splash in the tub instead of like being squashed up against the wall, because the other one we had was kind of tiny. even I couldn't even comfortably lay in like a long direction. So yeah. Yeah, that's here nor there, but yeah, we had a case of like, seriously, is someday going something right here? When we need to do something small, it always turns into something bigger. Also, like I've said this many times before, like the attic, it's one of those things that's like already a project of like years. Oh, I was thinking like, hey, I had like a double closed sealed like layer here where the drills were in, but they were thankfully just open, so I could just pull them out. But it was fun. Little giggle moment. Put those already to there. Yeah, it was like a case of like, are you flipping kidding me? Like, again? But that's what we had when we put off the like air conditioning unit. But when we turned out the entire wall, my husband tapped around the house, like feeling like it sounded like really hollow where he tapped, where I took off the plasterwork. And so he was like, potentially it's like a thing there. So he tapped around the house, and there were a lot of parts, because many times when we try to screw something in the wall, especially like the outside walls, like a little bit later it will just fall out, screw and everything. And yeah, you basically have dust in the walls. So yeah, that's always fun. Oh well. We'll live. But it's just hella annoying that when you try to do something, it's not going as it's supposed to. But oh well. We'll survive, we'll survive. But it basically feels like everything we do here in the house turns into an extremely big project, even though it just should be a small project. And yeah, my brain can't handle it at the moment, and I'm feeling kind of stressed out about everything, like not going how it's supposed to, and but oh well. Ooh, my shoulders made a sound. Oh yeah, I still need to do something here. Okay, I need to move everything around in a little bit, because this needs to change. I need to have a bigger container for this color. Almost forgot this color that I ended up having to. I like seriously forgot. Oh well, it's one of those things. Are you getting annoyed with me by me seeing that? Hey, I need to find some fun in something, so let me have my giggle. And there, yes, there. That can go there. This needs to go here. Fill those two containers up, and then I can move everything along. But yeah, so I was kind of grumpy on Sunday evening. Monday, so yesterday for me, I actually wanted to go to the store because there was something in sale that I actually wanted to have. Because, yeah, we found out with like the toothbrushes later on that they work on like AAA batteries, and we have some, but not as many as we thought we had. So it's like, yeah, we need to grab some extras, and they are now on a sale. So I was like, yeah, I'm not going to wait for 2 weeks, buy them then for full price if I can now buy them like a lot cheaper. Because, yeah, I'm not that stupid. I am stupid, but not that stupid. So yeah, wanted to do that. Well, I ended up doing that this morning because yesterday it rained for like most of the day. So in the morning after breakfast, I kicked the kids upstairs because I was having a morning. It was super extremely rainy yesterday. And yeah, lately I can't handle it, like, for the life of me. I get like super cranky. Can't even call it anything else than cranky. Will this fit or will this not fit? That's the question. It's like seriously, like 2 containers that don't fit. That's annoying. That's like really annoying. But I'll see what I will do with it. So moving this around a little bit, moving this to there, that to there. To make it fit as nice as possible. That one there. Oh, eat something. I'm not going to section this off at the moment because that's a little bit too much fuss with like how big it is. Oh well, oh well. But yeah, as I was saying, like yesterday morning, I was basically like, I'm not even going to bother like going to the store because yeah, I am not in the mood to get entirely soaked. So I just ended up letting the kids play upstairs. They played really sweetly upstairs, thankfully. Today was a different day, but oh well. So in the afternoon, I grabbed some craft supplies out of the basement and finished their mummy jars, as they called it. They both just put some googly eyes on. Our son with some glitter glue painted like a triangle on like a Frankenstein nose and like a squiggly line for his mouth with like a lighter color. I made some like stitches lookalikes. He also wanted to put some like little jam lookalike things on his cheeks, just like he's blushing. He wanted to do that, so I was like, yeah, fine by me. We now need to put some like small screws, bolts, whatever, something like on the side to make it like a real Frankenstein's monster, but that's here nor there. I actually wanted to also put for my daughter the whiskers on last night, but I still haven't been able to do that, so it's a case of, oh well, it will happen someday. But yeah, our daughter had also some googly lines, some googly eyes, some glitter for like the nose, mouth area of the cat, and like, well, as nose it had a heart-shaped like rhinestone thingy. And I had some felt ears I made with some like glitter cardboard stuff. So they're pretty cute. Try to remember to put some images in, if I do remember. Depending how my brain will be braining, but it's not quite braining at the moment, so I'm highly doubting it. Oh, we will see. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, so we did that. I had like some color on number like pieces left, so I let them do that as well. They did that as well today because at a certain point they asked for it, and I was like, yeah, great, as long as you're not like bugging me, it's fine with me, because I needed to do some stuff around the house. Because yeah, house chores don't stop when the kids are at home, sadly. If not nothing else, it's even more. Oh yeah, I don't like it, but oh well. I also need to like put some patches on knees on the kids' jeans, because they also had some extra with holes in it. that's an extra job for me. I need to still fold 2 loads of laundry. At least it's washed and dry. But again, I need to put the laundry from upstairs to downstairs in the basement, put it in the basket where it needs to go, because I have like one for light colored laundry, one for dark, and one for towels. And I already have 2 next loads waiting. So I'm like, great. Now tomorrow morning I can do laundry as well. Great. I'm not happy about that. Oh well, oh well, oh well. Can't do much about it. Except complain. Which I'm good at, so it's something. Yeah. Oh, it's something. It's something. But yeah. Yeah, today, as I said, like I needed to go to the city center, grab my batteries as I needed. Didn't grab much else, I believe. So at least it was somewhat cheap. Kids were entertained. I walked through the center with them so they could run a little bit more. So I caught the long road to the store. Oops, sorry if I bumped you. Hey, this afternoon I worked some more on my cross-stitch conversion. So I'm a little over halfway of the section I'm doing now with rounds. Maybe in a little bit I will be working on it on screen again. Let me know if you would like that, or if you're like, it's enough to have the cross-stitch conversion updates. Let me know what you think. I love your input, you know that. Somebody loves her food, but she still needs to wait an hour. You're too early, cat. She does like she never gets any food. Yeah, so I did some diamond painting today because I really needed to shut my brain off, because my brain is like the entire day. I'm having a little bit of a like depressed state of mind at the moment. I'm not going into too much details, but it's also partly, I think, like seasonal depression. Not entirely sure, but I really have a feeling that as soon as it's like a few days of like dark weather, like really rainy and gloomy and yuck, and also like getting darker earlier and stuff, that yeah, it hit me in the feels. And it did really good that last week, and so it was a little bit warmer and lighter and brighter, and yeah, it started to go downhill again this week, and I'm directly feeling it, so yeah. The kids will be going to my parents on Friday till Saturday, so at least my battery can recharge at least a little bit. For sure can't recharge fully, but hopefully at least enough for me to not go insane on Sunday. Ay, 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 ay. But yeah, I think that's basically like everything I can say, because not much else exciting is happening. As I said, like the kids will be sleeping over at my parents', so hubby and I have at least like a little bit over 24 hours of peace and quiet. Because I will be probably bringing them in the morning. Well, I will be bringing them in the morning. Probably leave here at like around 10, so we'll be around 11 at my parents'. I will probably be going to Van Kranenbroek pretty quickly to see if they have skeletons there, because at our store they didn't. If beforehand we have figured out what we want to do with like the budget remaining for December, if you know what I mean. I might look there for that, but we'll need to see. We have like the budget figured out and everything, but not like what to do with it. And we have some stuff that's cheap there and some at other places and stuff, so need to figure that out. Oh well. But yeah, so I will be going there, and then afterwards I'm going home, and by the time I am home, hubby will be at home as well. So he can change out his work clothes, because on Friday he has like just a half day. And then we can go to probably somewhere, depending on probably depending on what I picked out at like Verkanebroek at my parents' place, to see like, is there anything we need from a different store or anything. And we're not sure what we want to do for dinner, like if we want to go out to eat, or we going to eat in, maybe do like a snack night or whatever. Basically, like if we have a snack night, we're having a borrelavond, kind of nicely Dutch borrelen. We basically have like all these like tiny finger foods kind of contraptions, like cubes of cheese and some sausage meat and some whatever the hell all we have. Like all like bite-sized stuff, basically, whatever the hell that might be for that moment. It might be like tiny pizzas or like chicken strips, or as I said, like it can be whatever. It can be like a lot of things. And then we like, most of the times we start pretty early. And then we like start, for example, at like 4 or 5 o'clock. And basically every 1 or 2 hours we grab another round of like small things. A little bit like an evening of tapas. Maybe that says a little bit more. So we're like snacking throughout the evening instead of like sitting down for a full dinner. But we will see. Probably let you know next week what we ended up deciding. Words. Yeah, it's really time for me to go, because I can't even get out of my words. Not that I necessarily can make a lot of sense otherwise, but oh well. Yeah. I will be most likely starting this kit on Saturday. It's not Tuesday, but yeah, with me not being able to do anything on Friday, I'm just thinking to like tomorrow, depending on like what Abby and I decide, if we still do our date night and do like an extra on Friday, or if I like move it. That might change. But yeah, if I only work on it like Thursday and then it will be Saturday, I might just say like, okay, Saturday I start. But we'll see. Also gives me a nice way to just basically like, best words to describe like work and get something done on my cross stitch conversion. Because yeah, most of the times work on that during the day, but sometimes nice to work on it in the evening. It is a goal of mine to start working on it like once a week next year, like in the evenings. So I have like one dedicated evening that I'm like working on it. Because I think like time lapse wise, I will be going okay with it. Because yeah, now I'm filming like my WIP and Chat in the evening. But normally I will be filming that during the day. Because yeah, when the kids are at school, I have the day for myself. And yeah, lighting is better when it's daytime. At least I think. Let me know if you disagree, but at least I think it's better. So yeah. At least that gives me like 1 extra day, so potentially like Monday or Tuesday will be like new cross-stitch conversion project day. Just so I can get through that a little bit quicker, because when I'm done with the part now on the round I'm working on, which I potentially can be in like 2 sittings, give or take. At least 2 afternoon sittings, and those are pretty long. They're like 3 hours most of the times, if not 4. And yeah, my evening are like 2, maybe 3, so depending on how much I work on it, it might be like 2 or 3 sessions that I'm done with it. And that will be the 4th part of, as far as I believe I counted out, like 11 that I could maximum like squeeze into it. Depending also on like when like how will everything turn out, like, and December wise, because if I still need like 1 or 2 weeks before the end of the year, like with all the holidays and stuff, I might also say like, okay, I'm not working on another time-lapse project at that point, and I'm just focusing on that. So yeah, that's a whole lot of something in my head at the moment, like thinking like what is smart to do, because that's a long time project by now. I think it's like more than a year and a half. And yeah, it would be nice to have some progress on it. But yeah, now I'm really going to let you go because I'm really starting to ramble now, even though I always do that. But yeah, you know the drill. I hope you still like this rambling long, really long video. If you know if there's anything you want to tell me, ask me, anything at all, let me know down in the comment section below. If you just want to let me know that you watched this rambling long video, please consider just giving me a emoji in case you don't want to full on comment. That's also perfectly fine. I like to see who all watches the video. If there's anything you want to ask me, tell me, anything at all, you can also type out a long message or a short message. All is welcome. I try to answer or at least heart your comment as soon as I possibly can, but there are still some things like sleep. So yeah, in case I am asleep, it will take a couple of hours most likely. But yeah, I will try to get back to you as soon as I possibly can. If you liked the video, well, you know the drill. Like, subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, I just hope to see you in a next video, whether you're subscribed or just checking in regularly to see if there's something you want to watch because you're interested in. It's all up to you. As I said, I just hope to see you in the next video. Have a wonderful rest of your day, night, week, whatever all applies. See you soon. Bye.